6.
Alright, so welcome back to Mappa Imperium. We are currently a bit quiet, but we're getting set back up to speed, so hopefully everyone else will turn in. But otherwise, this will be a short one. Let's decide you're joining the Father Island and the Three Brothers. We're going to find out what wonderful lands and bits live here.
Well, it's looking like hills, a canyon, more hills, wetlands, a set of mountains, and some forest.
You can add them to anywhere you want.
Alright. I guess I'll put the canyon here.
Yeah, so just get your drawing tool out.
Drawing tool. Okay.
Yeah. Scribble all over it and I'll deal with it. So, yes, as opposed to last week, this is where we ended up last week. Over to this. As you can tell, lots of hand drawing, a bit rubbish. And this is the map after I've spent a little bit of time on it. So, also apparently lives somewhere that the internet's not working, so yeah. Don't feel like you need to stick to the X's.
I'm not going to. I was just going to put that canyon there. Let's see. Forest. Wait. What is hills?
I do like how Mother Island ended up with a forest just like Father Island. Not the other way around.
Okay, hills. Let's see, how do I draw hills? Tiny triangles, I guess. Whoa, darn it.
Yeah, the drawing tool is not great.
No.
I think that works for the most part. 11 is the canyon, there's the hills. Another set of hills. I guess these ones. God damn it. Drawing tool.
It helps if you go to the cog, make your lines a bit thinner. And that helped a lot.
True. Let's see. Line width go to 5, I think.
Sorry about that. I just was in a trance. Okay, you guys.
Fine.
Yeah, right. Microscope. Where the hell is it?
No, we're carrying on with Mappa Imperium for now.
Okay.
Deb's doing his islands.
I see.
Yep, the secret islands that have not interacted with the rest of the world, apparently.
Up until now.
I mean, islands that probably got isekai'd in, or they're the islands that Albion.
So somebody broke the time crystal.
Gotta go get the actual, what do you call it? How you been doing, Zeb?
I'm alright, how are you?
Doing well. It's good as you can do, like I say, I have a belly full of pizza and so forth.
Right, so that's what we know Carter wants. Well, he said you're going to do giants, so we're just assuming they're on fire.
Arthur's feeling under the weather today.
Partially that, and partially the load sharing again.
Sure enough. I still just want to get Carcer into Factorio. I want to play more Factorio, dang it. I just automated the, what you call it. By the way, Gray.
Yeah.
Down here and for Waterboldia, that was not actually a institute. That was not actually a place. That was just one of the gods' names.
Okay.
We can keep it there. We can keep it there if you like. I do like the
Yeah.
idea that the Kobolds just has places at sea. Just what is land? We plant our cities at sea if we want.
I can always delete it. Okay.
Okay, I mean if you want to, don't worry.
Yeah.
It was a
Like a random place in the middle of the water sounds pretty cool.
yeah. Just it's a city that is literally it is literally just above what you know those fantasy cities where you literally got the city at water level. So and like
Yeah.
just he's just sitting there in the middle of the sea. That's kind of place that does. Oh, here are we up here with the three brothers?
Yeah, at the moment.
Ah,
So it's got a canyon, some hills, swampland.
three brothers and a dad. I see. This was Cursor right here, right? The fire giant place, or what?
Yes. That's why I just whacked that there.
Also, Koboldia has a pretty big desert. I didn't. Just to be fair, I'm surprised how big it is. It really feels like that I get a proper rain shadow going because we have wetlands and river over here, and then we have the more mountain, more rocky bits over here. It's like so something. It feels like something is just stopping any weather patterns crossing this middle point.
Demons. It's always
Probably, who
demons.
knows? Maybe demons.
I arranged my islands the other way so that the water was coming from the west.
Yeah, this does not lead to coherent geography.
I would love to see what happens if Gray were to try to wrap this around a
Alright,
around a globe.
I'm opening up Blender.
Oh,
Blender?
My 3D editing software.
Ah, fair enough.
Alright, blunk. Let's add a sphere.
well, obviously, what he should do is the RPG thing and wrap it around a torus so that it wraps north and south and east and west.
Add texture. Edit texture to involve image texture. Change image texture to whatever it is I'm doing. Art. Current mode map.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Foundry doesn't do MS Paint stuff like Scroll 20 does. It does more vectoring for all its add-ons.
All right.
Gets a bit weird near the poles, but
Okay, there. I even have a key to the right, as bad as it is.
that's okay. I have my drawing software open. Okay, so you've done your
I've gotten 6 of the 8 done.
68. Okay.
8 and 6. Another mountain and a river. Perfect. All right, the canyon. All right. drawing. And then the river will go through the canyon from the mountain. Will that work?
Yeah.
There we go. So the top one has a bunch of hills.
Yeah.
The middle brother has a forest surrounding a mountain. The bottom one has a bunch of hills. Father Island has swamps in the north and a river that goes from the mountain to the through the canyon and then hits the sea and and the swamplands. Um, what else is there? Resources, right?
Yeah, resources is next. Just pick whatever three you like.
Yep.
Or just make up three.
I'll have in this mountain. Um, the where is it? That's this area. So these hills will have fool's gold. And
Really a resource?
fool's gold. It's iron pyrite, which is a type of yeah. So it's a good iron resource, but it looks gold, so everybody's going to fool's gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're going with Dragonlance style of currency.
Of what?
Gold iron is more valuable than gold.
Not really. I've got two sources of iron on my island, so I'm gonna have a really rich resource island if I do. Um, and then I don't know. Hmm. In these swamps, I think I'll go for I don't know. Maybe I should do it in the. I'm trying to think of something that I would want because I got
Mm.
meteoric iron and iron pyrite. Hmm. How about an actual silver mine in these in the canyon?
I just dropped some labels for you. That's okay.
Me over him. Over him.
Ah, thank you. All right. There's this. All right, so 2d6 for the race, right?
Yep.
Or you could just pick one if you want.
Picking one's absolutely fine.
Did that actually roll? I don't think it did. Eh. Well, if I'm going to pick, since goblins doesn't really seem like a fun one, um, since I got a bunch of small islands, I want something either fish or like fish with land form or something that flies. Hmm. And I don't really feel like mermaids, so I think I'll go for harpies. Got two mountains, so
All right.
Yeah, I'll put the Harpy capital on this mountain with the meteoric iron.
Okay.
What do I get? Why is it so fucking huge?
It always starts off massive.
Yeah,
Double
if you
click it,
click the
hit
little
text
gear,
items.
All right. Magic of technology.
How do you select change the size? Oh, there
well,
it
if you
is.
click on the pencil and then the gear and then text.
My drawing layer just exploded.
And the game just sort of crashed on me.
Oh, sorry, I updated everything.
Great, making
Oh,
changes
nice.
live.
I'm making live changes.
Okay, so yeah.
Silver.
Does anyone
Oh.
not have silver as a resource?
I don't. I got gold.
Oh, okay. Worthless, worthless gold.
I know. No one wants it in this world.
Nope. Well, the Lich, but you know.
Yep, that's a bit neater. Yeah. All right. So what are you calling the Harpy capital?
I don't know really. Didn't get this far.
You can always come back to that.
Hang on yeah, let's see, where is it?
But why is it on default last folder? That's not supposed to go there. There you go, discard. Your life, discard. Oh. Right, so you got your resource, you got your major faction. Your Pantheon is up next.
Give me a second. I'm trying to do something. Where is
Fine.
it?
Bit of a slower one this week for those watching. Still down Casa, and we're just trying to catch Zeb up. But yeah, look at the map. So much better than the previous one. Still got the hints of people who can't draw. But yeah.
Wait, did you post? Did you actually do that thing?
Yeah.
Where let me find? Let me go see it. Let me see it. Oh,
I removed you taking over the whole world.
sorry about that.
There you
I
go.
followed down the hole looking at Baki things, but you made the globe, right?
Yep, there you go. I've put it over to the left of the map.
Okay, I see. We do not look like a proper globe, though. It would be hilarious if my planet was like at the bottom, it was like at the very bottom here, or just wrapped around like the very bottom, like the bottom pole.
I could
That would be it.
adjust. That just makes you tiny.
Well, it makes me hard to see, but yeah, just see a big old ring around the bottom, the end pole.
Something
Everyone knows
weird
fantasy
about.
game worlds are not balls in space.
They're not.
It's just the way it is.
Mainly because, well, I actually saw a couple of game worlds that actually properly globe themselves.
I'm just
Just
trying
how
to
the
see.
map moves. Most of them are donuts.
It's
Okay.
mainly because you can go to the top of the map and come out the bottom of the map.
Exactly. Donuts. Perfectly logical and sensible arrangement for a fantasy world. Well, it does make for an interesting weather.
Oh, I like the Might and Magic series where all the planets were just on big square spaceships.
Wait, were they all on spaceships? I thought they were all like on. They all
Most of
were
them.
on planets where they nuked themselves to death.
Most of them were spaceships.
Yeah, the only issue with that is that it's not a proper projection, so the moment you hit the kind of ups and down, like the poles, it just all
Mhm.
scrunches together. Need a
Yeah,
big,
fair enough.
need to add in a bit at the top and the bottom with just like the polar ice caps in.
Fair enough. Make a GIF, the whole thing spinning, just have it somewhere. The hell of it. I'm not the one doing it. You're the smart man here.
I won't go that far. Hyperion? A good one.
Hyperion?
Harperion as a capital.
Hyperion.
Of the capital of the Harpies.
Yeah.
Just
Wait,
about
I
that.
would
what
go with Cloud Peak.
what race did you roll, Zeb?
He decided to just pick
I
Harpies.
rolled goblins, but decided that there was more than enough goblins everywhere. But
Are
True
there?
enough.
I like actually,
So
we've
there's
got no.
goblinoids everywhere. I mean, we've
Yeah.
got orcs, we've got kobolds, which aren't totally. But yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh,
I like the idea of not having goblins and just having kobolds everywhere instead in the goblin role.
that are also weird, also very religious,
Oh yeah.
and so
Well,
forth.
They'll go around causing trouble.
Well, look, they know what happened to the goblins.
Yeah.
Of course, they're very religious. You would be too if you knew what happened to the goblins.
What is what do you do for microscope? Is my main question. Is it like kind of like Imperium, but
Read the rules.
Kind of, it's more kind of putting in events and it's supposed to be using like cards, not playing cards, but like index cards, and writing your history in and putting them in. But because it's fluid, you basically, if you think, oh yes, is this horrific event here that happened between you, you put it in, you shift the others apart a little bit. And so you can basically do kind of making up the history on the fly, going back and forth and filling in gaps.
fair enough.
It flows pretty well when you actually go in. Right,
Taking the history from the outside in, which is an odd concept.
Yeah. The best analogy I can do is the equivalent of Star Wars. We started off with 3, 4, and 5, 4, 5, and 6. Then you went back and did 1, 2, and 3. And then you added a little bit in between. Like with Clone Wars, you did the Clone Wars, so you went back between 2 and 3. Then you added a bit before 4, and then suddenly you've got another series of films coming at the end.
Basically, just tacking on everywhere.
Yeah, tacking history in, but it ends up being the same history. It's just you don't know it all until you write it.
You leave enough gaps for you to add more stuff in.
Yeah. Right, so Cloud Top is there on the top of the meteoric iron.
Yep, Cloud Top on the meteoric iron. That's of the Ravenfell Empire, I think.
I think these guys are gonna get the Japanese style building.
Just Japanese harpies.
They're the most Not airy isn't the right word. Oh, I've got a nice dark
So,
brown and black.
I have a question though. Do these harpies have hands or do they just have wings?
Depends on the type harpy. I'm thinking that there's going to be two. The ones that can fly don't have hands; they just have the wings. The ones that are like plains harpies will be able to have their hands, but they also um, because they have hands, they can't fly as well.
As long as they've learned to bathe, it's all okay.
Look, look when it comes to the lexicon of of feminine monsters, I do appreciate. I am a harpy appreciator.
The only reason
Uh,
harpies in ancient times were considered monstrous is because no one invented hadn't invented the bath
right.
and the whole eating humans thing. You know,
Right. So you also need
Yes.
to add in a
Request?
yeah, we don't worry about that. Yeah, it's just that it's the capital, so it's the Pantheon next.
Uh-huh. All right. Pantheon.
I'm updating the map as we go, but I'm not gonna update it for you guys every 5 seconds. It would just be annoying.
All right. 1d6. One god.
Oh.
I guess
There are more tables to roll if you want to.
Yeah.
I think Pythuna or something like that, goddess of the sky.
Right. Really need to start writing these down properly.
I have been.
Yep.
Look in the right. So I've got Ravenfell Empire, because not everything has to be a pun.
Yeah.
Then Kythuna, the goddess of the sky. Cloudtop being the harpy capital.
What I meant is more in the document. Okay, I can
yeah,
add
you
that
can
in.
start writing things in there.
Basically, I should just open up an entire section for Pantheon.
Yeah. Let's go goddess of the sky, storms, and vengeance.
Right.
Yeah, we're going for a Valkyrie kind of
Renius.
harpy.
I was thinking Arrhenius since, vengeance.
Not wrath, but vengeance, yes.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. You don't even have any demons to deal with.
Well, no, we have enough gods to take care of the demons.
Doesn't place his
Your
hostile
problem is
race
you put
yet.
so much on your god's shoulders, there's nothing left. They don't have time to handle it, all the, important stuff.
He hasn't got his hostile neighbours yet.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
There's time.
That's like
Who's got hostile neighbours now?
Elzeb was studying in the harpies.
Fair play.
We have
Is that his people or?
Yep, as a nation.
Oh, okay.
we're going to need to I have a question though. Are we going to be able to find a system where we have a Harpy stat block to use?
We can add stat blocks to Axe.
Oh, what was that, Greg?
We can add stuff to Axe if you want. We can make anything playable.
Really?
Yep.
Well then, I'm down.
If
There we go. That's him invested.
it's in the
Sorry.
one sec, I'm just go to the Dropbox to find it right. The stats won't be like racially different, but then again, Axe doesn't do like different stats for different
like
races.
It doesn't do races. It does by class by job. So you can have the
Elf
everyone
is
can
class.
elf is a class. So
Yeah.
you know
It did
you
not
have the
well parody.
1001 varieties of human, and then you have what classes. You can easily flavor what race you are just by saying your class is this race.
So
Your race is this class.
In the player companion, page 76, so it's custom class. Go through, it takes you through everything for that. It's a bit mathy, but you don't have to do it like once.
Fair enough.
Elves definitely got class Cementis.
Yeah, they've got 2 classes for elves.
All right. So
May have been a joke for the audience.
All right, so the next thing is
early assessment.
domains. Well, I've already chosen the domain for the god.
Yeah.
Does the symbol really matter?
No.
Because all I was going to do is I'm trying to figure out a good way to say, it'll probably just be some form of either a clear sky or a storm.
Not even just a harpy in fancy dress.
Out of 747.
Because that's basically what a lot. That's what a lot of gods.
No, vengeance. A10. Maybe a spooky.
That's what a lot of gods are. Is just humans in fancy dresses. So.
Yeah.
All right. So you're onto burgeoning kingdom.
Early settlers.
Yep.
The god I have, or my major god for mine, or I have 2 major gods for my thing is Koboldia, which is the symbol of Koboldia is the city of Koboldia, which is also the god of Koboldia. And we have Non-Boldia, who is anything that's not kobold.
Okay.
Like I said, his gods have no time to deal with.
Well, my dice have no chill. I've got a farming village and a temple.
Congratulations on avoiding double temples.
I mean, to be fair, I had 2 temples, and then one of them got culted.
Same.
So these need to start on the same island, but a lot of us put them on the other islands. If you want to do that, that's fine. You guys can fly.
Well, the temple will be on the peak. Sound good?
Yeah.
So it's right up on top of touching the sky, so sky touch temple or something like that. I don't know. And then a farming village will be, I think, down here.
Right. What's temples?
And then the farming village. That would be a good name for a farming village.
Hill Country Farms? In the Hill Country?
Players think, what am I doing?
Hilltop.
You could go One Piece and call it Earth.
And we already got a walking One Piece reference down here in Discard Land.
Necessarily a One Piece reference. I'm just a circle in a circle.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of One Piece recently.
There's a lot of One Piece to watch, I understand.
It's a good watch.
Right. Oh. Is it? What's the other one? You got a farming village. That looks like there's something for poor Draco farmers.
Our entire planet is just nothing but a big weird archipelago place.
Yeah.
Yes,
We have no real super
Also,
continents.
quick calling it a planet. We decided in the
It's not a
offsite
planet.
the moon.
It's no planet, it's a moon.
Around a moon or what?
We're on the moon.
Well,
Basically, if we want to visit everywhere, we need to keep the size relatively small. Otherwise, we could spend 3 months traveling from one end to the other. The simplest way of doing that is have this a moon on a gas giant, like Yavin. So it's physically small, but still works. Right, where are you putting your village then, Zeb?
It'll be at the see the.
Oh yeah, there.
Trying to think of a good name for it.
Featherfall.
Mm.
Right.
So I'm just gonna call it the farming village for now. I'll figure out a name later.
Right.
The Handpeckers?
All right. So hostile neighbors. Is that right?
Yep.
1d6.
Yep. I think we've had
if you
one of
roll
everything.
goblins, I will laugh.
If it fucking rolls.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
You appear to have rolled 3 threes.
I think your first one was 4. Yeah, 4.
I can't see which one was first. Let's see. 12 seconds ago. 5.
Yeah, true.
Well, discard, you got your
I-
wish.
More
Is
demons?
a demon lord. You're a demon
Yeah,
lair.
demons.
Yay! Are these the same demons I'm dealing with, or are they their own thing?
I think mine have to have some form of flyer. Just to handle the harpies,
Well, I got desert demons in their own their own Egyptian-esque theme place because I basically have the Nile down there.
Nice.
Or they could be like snakes that, like, oh, watch out, they'll eat your eggs.
I think they'll be in the pyrite area, I guess, if I
Alright.
can put them down there. And they'll be the basically they look like you know how the story of harpies, how they're all how they're like in stories, including the man-eating part and all the other stuff. Yeah, that's those demons.
Nice. Nice.
Right. We're in tower to put them in, I think. Wing. But the harpies are more civilized, but these are the kind of blood press version. All right. So your age of discovery begins.
Yay. Let's see. What do I roll? 3d8 or 3d6?
3d6, yeah.
And I roll 7 times. Wow. Okay.
You got a lot of rolling to do.
Yeah.
It's a lot of discovering.
But the good news is now you're in the age of discovery. You're not stuck in your own islands anymore. You can branch out, or
Okay, so 7.
take wing.
New geography. Roll on the geography table, page 6, and place it.
Yep. So your scouts have found some
Cool.
Okay, so
deadly scouts.
Turns out the three brothers were all a single continent all along.
My God.
all right. So that's 2d6. 10. That is jungle.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think it was most likely to have a jungle?
Somehow they missed the jungle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'll put the jungle over here, I guess.
All right. Down that
The,
coast.
Down the coast and reaching up to just along this coast up into the swamp.
Yep. I'm on that.
That way, it's a really hot. Since it's in the center of the moon, it's the hot swamp and a hot jungle.
Corruption of the Mapmakers Guild, I have to assume. They didn't want the jungle to be found.
Too much trees to draw.
Good for
Look,
bananas,
you've got to
I
sleep
guess.
sometimes.
Don't you touch my banana monopoly.
3d6. This is the second one. 13. Hostile attack.
Oh dear.
Farming village goes down.
Out those
Well-
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either it's ruined or they claim it. Your choice.
I think that they're going to ruin it because it's going to be attacked repeatedly or something like that. It's a good landing zone or something.
All right. Delete that. Grab myself some ruin. The only issue with doing stuff
All right.
live.
And then another 3d6. 10. That's another colonization.
A new coastal settlement, preferably on a nearby island.
Okay, it's a coastal settlement that'll go right here on the river, right on the south side of the river, right here.
Which river? Oh, there. Yeah.
Down on Father Island.
Yeah. What do you want to call it?
So, do I choose what kind of settlement it is, or?
Yeah.
I think you
All
can.
right.
I think you could roll it. I think it's your choice there, basically.
I think it'll be a mix of a mining and fishing village.
Yeah.
Somebody say it.
What?
That's not the right spot. Bloody thing.
Fuckage is not a word.
Each.
There.
There we go.
I called it Casuto. It's the new Casuto because the first one got burned to the ground.
Correct. So,
But the fourth one was built on a swamp, and that one
ruins
stayed up.
of Cass. Go. And then we'll add in that place, right? That's
All right. Then another 3d6. Another 10. Cool.
expanding like crazy, these harpies.
Well, they can fly around, so you know.
Yeah.
I think that I'll go for the Silver Mountain. And
Oh yeah, you can expand from there.
so this will be the actual Silver Mountains area. And Silver Peak, whatever.
All right.
There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 10.
The birds are just flapping about all over the place.
All
You got an
right.
expansion as harpies here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna take over the world.
I
Unless they run
guess.
into the.
We're gonna have some
They're just trying to get away
weird
from the
characters.
demons. You know
All
how it
right.
goes.
This will be a forward military camp, and it'll be they'll be trying to attack the demons.
Okay, where's that
So-
going? Military camp.
Bastion. It's in the Pyrite Hills.
Yep. Right hill. Right, what I'll do is a quick export and update. Got enough on to. I don't know, we'll get to the end of this age and then I'll update the map you guys have got.
Very well.
2 more.
Oh,
6. 13. Looks like the Bastion got blown up.
oh, that didn't last very long, did it?
Yeah, damn. The demons were not happy with that place.
What did you learn?
Nothing.
Well, minor faction. Scouts have discovered another kingdom. Roll the race on page 7 and give them 2 settlements, I guess.
Kind of hoping for humans.
Yeah, humans seem to be the vermin of this race, this setting.
All right, 2d6. 7.
A 7 is humans.
Humans.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. The
The poor
humans will
bloody
be
humans.
on the. No, the humans will be on this island here, and they'll have 2 settlements, right? Here
Humans are
and
just.
here.
Humans are
don't
just
really-
everywhere. It seems like.
Alright. Humans.
The only place we don't have humans is Koboldia over here.
I've got halflings, no humans.
Well, that's true, yes. You have the halflings next to the murder golden lich, but no humans.
Yeah, but they've also got lots and lots of wheat.
I'm surprised the orcs haven't eaten them all yet, halflings and all.
I'll give you a chance. I've got to go invade first.
Fair play.
And can you think of any good names for these 2?
These are human
this-
settlements, yeah?
Yeah.
Mansfield.
Bergsville.
No, this is the humans.
For humans.
You could always go with a ridiculously literal interpretation. You could have hilltop. But that's a little easy.
Mansfield.
Mansfield, I quite like Mansfield.
Mansfield, well, yeah.
Okay, this is the island of Man now. Make that 2 ends.
Yep.
I can just feel the copyright strike coming in. I'm just not quite sure where.
I think you can copyright names of islands.
Well, the Isle of Man might have something to say about it.
The Isle of Man is a geographical location. You can't copyright it.
I mean, who would be the copyright holder? Really, the island itself can't hold the copyright.
Nah, but the Manx probably would be.
Who's a Manxed?
The Manx are the people who live on the Isle of Man.
There, it's the Imperium of Man.
Hey,
This won't end badly.
not at all.
And then we
Well,
hit
there
it
are
off.
demons to the north. Harpies.
I do like that there's a book I have called, there was a book I've been listening to called The Children of Chaos, where it's essentially like if you took Warhammer 40, it's basically Warhammer 40K, but it's essentially a outpost colonies thing like that, where basically people crash landed here. And so it's kind of like more of a Warhammer fantasy type.
Right.
There. I think that's all of those.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that I'd get roll another 10 so that I could found another bastion on top of the old bastion.
So, 1,
Monty Python approach.
2, 4, 5, 6. Did I make that 6?
Huh? Let's see.
So,
3d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
okay, 7.
I kind
Then you've got neighbours expand to round out the era. Then.
Yeah.
So just pick one of your neighbours within your home region. They get an extra settlement, and you can choose.
Demons.
You could choose to use the settlement table to decide what to place for them. They can claim a ruin, or they could just place a new tribal cult camp. I'm just
Oh, well, that's really nice because I wasn't here before that. So nobody ever gave me an expansion.
no. This is your own people.
Oh, my own people?
Yeah,
You or
one of your
your
neighbours within your home
neighbors.
region.
Okay, so I'll have the Imperium of Man get a third settlement to the south, I think around the bottom of these hills.
Okay. Gonna call this
Cadia.
Mars?
Mancadia.
Mancadia.
of.
That works.
I do know the Emperor of Man is obviously named Hugh.
All
The
right.
Emperor.
Moncadia.
I just need to put the path in. And then I will up export.
Emperor Hugh of Man the 27th.
Alright. Bigger.
Alright. So, Age of the Empires?
Yep.
Yes, because that was the last one we did last time, so you need to
Yeah.
you'll need to
All
catch
right.
up on that.
Then it'd be Rise and Fall.
3d6 again, and I roll it 7 times.
Yep. Now you can start affecting other people's dirt.
Yes.
11. That
Expand.
is expand.
What your map will be
Empire's
having a
going.
moment.
Roll on the settlement table and place a settlement anywhere on the map. I'm thinking that it's going to be just the Bastion got rebuilt.
Yeah, it's fair.
You could put it anywhere on the map.
I know, but I want to have something on the Demon Lands.
Bastion the third at this point? No,
Second.
second, sorry, yeah.
First one was a farming village. They were naive.
Yeah, Cassito's still burnt to the ground.
Would it rebuilt Bastion?
Yeah, rebuilt Bastion.
I'm gonna bounce out for a bit, guys. Have a good one.
I'll get to next dice choice.
Bastion 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Bam, 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 bam.
As is tradition.
Alright. And Cassito.
So what?
Okay, I got my farming village back too.
Oh god. They're
All
breeding like birds down there, I swear.
I'll keep a good harpy down, apparently.
Nobody said. Nobody said.
Uh, 11 again?
Okay. So 3 out of 7, and so far expansion every single one. We're going to deal with a lot of harpies.
Huh. Wow. I guess we've got the mining, we got the fishing, we got the farming, we got the military village, and we got the capital and the temple. What is it? It's where is it? No. Sure, I'll roll a d6 to see what I get. A 1. That's another farming village. Works for me. I'll put it up on the northern side. Here. Ish. All right.
One button. Farm 2.
9. That is
Some of your people.
disaster.
Hmm?
Remove a settlement and replace it with a ruin.
That's the wrong table. You're looking at Era
Oh.
6.
That's Era 6, right?
Yeah. You've got settlers leave to make a new faction.
Ah.
So
Harpy
you've
settlement.
now make a new harpy nest, roll on a settlement for it, but they're a completely separate faction.
And they can
Anywhere
go
on the map.
anywhere.
But
Anywhere
they
in the
can go
world.
anywhere.
But they
Anywhere
can
in the
go.
world.
Oh yeah.
You should definitely put the Harpy settlement of Yes to Fort on the north side of No to Fort Island.
Where's Two
Shh.
Fort? Okay, where's Two Fort Island?
No 2 Fort is the south of the baby giants sector.
Over there.
Oh, this area? No
Yeah.
Two Fort? Okay.
You should put it up on the north side of Two Fort Island. Just call it Yes to Fort.
I'll just call it Two Fort.
Full of mercenaries.
Which spelling?
What type of settlement is it?
It's their capital, so.
Oh, yes. It's
And it says that they get a single,
expansion.
yeah, they get a single no, they get a single settlement, I think.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my nose has just gone.
Let me check my table real quick. When did I found No to Fort? Okay, No to Fort was first.
Hang on, so new 2 Fort was before old 2 Fort? What?
No. Two Fort came after No to Fort. You have to know Two Fort before you can Two Fort.
Alright, enough of that. That's
Kill him.
30 years in, I think, so.
Yeah, each
No,
dice roll is
that's
10
40.
years, basically.
You spawned it just after mine. Nice.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
Where's that other village going?
It's on the top of No Two Fort Island.
Yeah, but they
Over
get
here.
2.
Oh, they get 2? I thought they
They
only
get
got 1.
two?
No, oh, you're right. They only
Yeah.
get 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Roll this
wrong.
on the settlement chart and place a new faction onto the map.
Yep.
Give them a banner and a name. Alright, so we got a Harpies of Two Fort, and they generally export mercenaries. Alright, so that's 4, so here's 5. 13. Trade. Economic prosperity. Build a road connecting your empire to another faction. Add a trade post somewhere along the road. So I get a new coastal trade post.
So where would you like to trade?
We'll be trading with, I guess, the Empire of Man.
Yeah.
Trade with Manfield.
Alright, so you've got a trade post somewhere between that. I'm not quite sure where you do that. Unless you want to trade from south, just the South Cow Top. Where are you
I
going
was
to put
going
your
to
trade?
trade between Casato Village because it got rebuilt. Farm 2 got blown up again.
Yeah, but you get
And,
a new trade posts That's what they're saying, a new settlement.
Oh, it's a new settlement?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it the trade version here, I guess,
All
so
right.
that it's just straight up and down. A good way of getting roads and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, trade.
And I got to go back to paths.
There. All right, that's 5, I believe. So 6, 12. Prosperity. Grow your cities if possible, add more farmland, draw ships in the ports, etc. Yay! So the trade post really caught on.
Yep,
All
so the
right.
trading post is now a city.
What's his name? City of.
Hang on a second.
City of. Hang on a second, okay. That's how silly canon is born. I can't remember what it was. I was running something. It was like someone put a kind of like, a note in like name here or something like that. So I just ran literally with it.
This is what being literally minded does to you.
Call it
Sometimes you get the
Hangwind.
benefit.
Sorry, Hangwind.
Yeah, there we go. Does that work? Right. Where is it? This one's gotten. There. What else is there? So that's one more. Another 13. More prosper. That's more trade, I think. Yeah, trade.
They're going to trade with it this time. Maybe you can trade with anyone on the map.
Start a trade post between 2 fort and no 2 fort.
2 fort's not mine.
All right.
Yeah.
I think
Does
that
have to be your empire.
yeah. I guess I'll go for
And it does back down, so if you want to trade with the orcs or go down to the gnomes, you can.
it does wrap around.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Donut shaped.
what does what's on Fairwind?
Sea elves. Sorry,
sea
lake
elves.
elves. Lake elves, not sea elves.
Yeah.
Lake elves.
Lake
All right, I'll
elves.
trade with the Fairwind port there.
All right.
Definitely not sea elves from the sea. No.
Where do
Totally
you
different
want to
people.
put your trading port then?
It's gonna be over on the in the jungle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
That's going to come in roughly
jungles. So
like that.
there, it's Cavendish Port.
Cavendish port.
Sure, this won't end badly.
But I can drop the spines as it. Right, simple. Let's see. Yeah, trading copies.
Apparently, yeah, they're bloody good at it.
Yep, and you get one more neighbor expansion at the end of the era.
Yeah.
Neighbor expansion.
Yeah, one of your neighbors gets to place a settlement or claim a ruin. One of your miners in your home region, basically.
Okay, well, 2 forts.
3
We'll
forts. If you're
we'll
going to do
put
that.
down the city of Turbine.
Okay.
Give me a second. I was going to put that on the lake. There.
Dunk.
Gotta go with the Team Fortress 2 map names, right?
I mean, you can.
That's turbine, you call it. Right, and then we need a path. Thinking that's up. All right. Was that, was that your last one?
That was the Empires Expand, right?
Yeah. All right, so the rest of us can wake up.
Done.
Oh, okay.
Should we poke discard then, because you think he's disappeared?
Yeah.
All right, so that's. I
Rise
still
and
have to do the Rise and Fall, right?
Yeah, that's what we're all doing
that's
because we got to
everything.
we got to the end of Act 5 last time. So,
to be fair, we're going to stick you at the back for a bit.
you know what? Sorry.
Seb will go last in this one. Rest of
Yeah,
done anything for a while.
That's fair.
All right, I'm just giving a second to update the map. And choose file. Always goes to Lancer for some reason. I have to look for my thoughts. There we go. Yeah, seeing I'm doing this like by eye, I'm getting quite close. Apart from the fact I didn't ruin the Northern Force. Right, who would like to start the rise and fall of empires?
Oh, we could do what we did last time, which is sort of start at the top left and work our way around.
Yep, that'd be me then. Let me save this map because I won't be updating the map while I'm doing
Good
this.
parts.
Alright, so back to the Orcish Empire. The Archipelagos.
Orcs, 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 orcs.
I am rolling
3d8.
Have to put a space in there. 8. Rising Empire. The Empire is thriving. New settlements are expanded different.
Huh. Fair play.
Right.
So what do you want to do? You want
Grays Islands?
Grey is over in the top left, the Archipelagos.
Yeah.
So do you want to wall up something you have or
No,
found
I
a new
think
settlement?
the Orcs are going to found something on the North Fairwind Island.
Which one's Fairwind again?
The one at the very bottom.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, the little random trade island.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Again. Exit is stupidly big.
You almost certainly not
Dummy
Australia.
You've got some dummy thick orgs.
Yeah. Oh. Export.
Say what?
Export. It was new export, so I'm going to go with that.
Oh, God. Yeah, all right. That'll. Maybe they meant
Drop the
textiles,
last-
but they just
just
missed
drop
a
the
few
last
letters.
Just drop the last T. New text port.
New text 4, yeah, there we go. And that is located around about there.
Yes, God bless the coloured dot system.
Yeah.
All right. Over to me then. It's still 3d6 for this, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you only get 6 turns. So.
Only 6 turns. You text-port.
190 to 200. Sorry, I'm just writing notes to the background. Right, 56 it is. Ten. Well,
War.
it's a war. Well, I've had, issues with this volcano cult in my homelands going around and beating up the sand elves, so we're going to have to do something about them. So I'm going to say my armies are marching on their main lair, which is sort of around here in the middle. Now, where's that war table? I think it's at the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. All right, so it's just
Right, it's the
D6.
next page.
Oop.
Well,
Oh dear.
dear.
Right. Okay.
Devastating loss and counterattack.
Okay. So we need to put. I'm just going to quickly put a note there saying the cult need like some kind of battlefield memorial because they've just kicked some ass of mine. Ow! 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 Ow!
And the defender gains a
They
new
counterattack.
war hero.
Yeah. That's. I've got a lot to do now. Shit. I'll
the defender
give it a
could
proper name in a second.
also
This is
roll
just.
a 1.
I mean, this is true. It's entirely possible they could roll just as badly as I did, but this is me we're talking about here. So,
Who
Valid.
would like to
Right.
roll for the cult?
shall I just keep on rolling it?
Yeah, keep rolling.
Okay, cool. I'm going to say the cult would probably attack something up here, given that's both A, what's left of the Sand Elves, and B, the little outpost I have up here that was meant to support the Sand Elves. So,
It could be worse. At least these aren't the Chad orcs, so they're not likely to roll a double 6.
shush, because you've jinxed it now.
Yeah, I know what
No,
I'm about.
3. Okay,
3.
no, they win.
Pyrrhic victory.
They destroy the settlement and replace it with a ruin rather than claiming it. So I'm going to say they've wiped out what's left of the Sand Elves in a sort of glorious counterattack.
So life wall's gone.
Lifewell is gone. Yeah, so I'll just put a note box up.
Yeah.
Just
What elves?
Tried to replace it with a ruin, with a volcano. They
Ruin.
failed.
yeah, they got the war part right. It's just the volcano didn't really happen.
Obviously, the elves tried to help you in this battle.
Didn't
Failed your
work,
attack.
and the cult got a bit mad. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's the end of that bunch then. Sorry, Sand Elves. I mean, I guess some refugees might have gone north to Shelley, but that's pretty much them done.
All right. Now, if we're carrying on like that, we're on to Zebrin.
Yes.
I wanted to roll a
All right.
17. Something foul is lurking in the forest.
Who's rolling next?
You.
Ah, me. All right, 3d6.
That's what we're all
10.
looking at you for.
War.
Seems
This
familiar.
doesn't have a history of going horribly wrong
No.
for the defenders. Good luck.
I guess
Roll a
that
d6, check the table.
I guess that since Gray's trying to push into my push into the trade areas, Texpor.
You're going to attack Texpor. Okay.
Fairwinds Island's about to get a bit messy.
Yeah.
All right, so 1d6.
Three. That'll work.
All right.
All right, so that means
Wait, no, it's the opposite of what I wanted.
yep, the orcs get a war memorial, and the orcs get to counterattack, and I think we know where they're going. Because let's face it, there
Right
ain't
into
much else left
Cavendish.
on the island.
All right. Right
Yeah.
into Cavendish. Go ahead.
Right. It's either that or they try and take the rest of Fairwind Port.
Wait, is this the first player award?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
No, kind of. I attacked gray ones.
Oh, that's true.
right.
Sorry, yes, you did. I apologize. I forget.
It was
I'm
last
just-
week.
It was last week, yeah. That was centuries ago.
Yeah,
Good
you're not
reason
wrong.
to forget.
So you're attacking. You get to return the attack. So you're going to
Yeah.
be attacking Cavendish, or where?
Turns
That's
out flying
where it
across
came
the ocean is not that good for an attack.
Yeah, they're going to counterattack towards, yeah. Kevin Dishport.
All right.
Go on, roll me a d6.
Well,
Well,
Oh God! So that's oh dear.
do
So-
not war against
Campaign.
the orcs.
immediately make another attack.
We're marching on to
Crush the enemy, make another attack,
You're
and make a new
targeting
monument.
Peak
Yeah.
or Cassito.
Here we have a statue of the orc hero Sanders frying frying harpies with his monstrous fire spell. It summons boiling oil in a sphere around the target. Secret components require 12 different ingredients.
All right, so yes, we're going to march on Silver Peak
That's
next.
only 11 herbs and spices. Anyway,
And we have a
5.
great,
Wow.
great victory.
Great victory.
Oh God! The orcs are on a tear again. So
The Orcish Empire is real.
they conquer a settlement and then put a fort nearby it.
Yeah. So now you took over
Yep.
Silver Peak or Cassito, whichever one.
Yeah. I'm going to put one between Castor and I'll put a fort to the north.
Great.
I mean, to be fair, the eastern side of the world has had it rough. Added ran into a lot of trouble early on, and now it seems the orcs are going after the harpies.
Do not go to war against the orcs.
Going to whack down Birdcatcher Fort.
But
Ah.
you see what he's done there.
About there, I think.
What happens to destroy Cathan for the 4th time?
That's 3d8.
Well, then we go then.
Uh,
3d8, not 3d12. 3d6.
Oh, you're right. I rolled a d8. Let me
and you
try
did
that
roll
again.
something. Yeah, there you go.
That's slightly better.
Oh, your neighbours go to war.
Well,
Yep,
in that case,
So who's the attacker and who's the defender?
I'm thinking that the Lake Elves are going to be attacking New Texpor because they don't like you being on their secret island of secrets.
I got. Oh yeah, no, 2 neighbouring factions. It doesn't specify minors.
Yeah.
He's
Nope.
right.
No, 1, not 66. Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah, so they.
Please blow New
destroy.
Texpor into ruin.
Yep,
Uh,
Hexball's ruined.
so,
But the war memorial's still there.
Yeah.
The orcs have that going.
Yes, but it's been defaced with elvish graffiti. Very
Don't-
tasteful, but you can tell it's
don't-
insulting.
Don't drag me down with this. It's a lake elf graffiti.
They accomplished what they came here for.
Oh, I know what happened. The harpies attacked, and the elves showed up right after they got beaten back, and the army left.
Yeah.
So the lake elves went back to Texpor and blew it up while they were
Yeah.
out.
Well,
beating
we're
the shit out
we're
of people.
securing the Father Islands for the Orcish Empire. The backstacking elves coming from Burn New Texport.
They were watching the whole time.
Yeah.
They sniped several key Harpy leaders to encourage the orcs to counterattack, and then blew up the city when the orcs left. With terrain modifying magic, because that's just how Lake Elves roll.
So
Yes, parts of
is
your city are now 3 miles in the air. Don't worry about it.
well, is somebody gonna roll for discard, or should I go?
We'll skip him, I guess.
Yeah, I'll skip him.
9. Disaster. Remove a settlement and replace it with a ruin.
Okay, I only control my.
Yeah, you only have 1 set.
There is a rule for this. Hang on.
Well,
Yeah.
If so, is that his last settlement? Oh god.
Yes.
If
yes,
through the
you
luck
can
of
get a
dice
minor
rolls
faction.
you find your empire's fallen with the last city destroyed, you have 2 options. You may either take control over any of the minor factions that have risen up over the course of the game, treating them as your new empire, or your people flee the final city, sailing or running to distant lands, and set up a new settlement anywhere on the map and continue play as usual. So it really depends on whether or not you want to keep being the lizardman, or if you want to just grab someone else's minor.
Trying to see if there's any place sufficiently abandoned on the map.
I mean, there's the third sister. No one's there.
Well, no, there's kobolds there. Gray just didn't fill it in.
Oh, they're blank.
Yeah, you forgot to fill in the island of Naira.
This is the south bit of God's Slaughter.
Oh god, yes. You are completely right. There's quite a lot on there as well.
Anywhere in the Fire Giant Islands.
Oh, right. I'll add that to my list of things to fix.
I've heard rumors of an almost completely uninhabited island in the middle of the ocean. It's probably perfectly safe. It's not like everyone who landed there has had a horrible time.
Which one's that?
Fairwind.
Fairwind.
You know, where the elves are trading with as many pirate factions as they can get their claws on.
Yeah, some say you can take over the Lake Elves. The Lake Elves are turning into a major faction.
Sure. Yep. The lizard people all burrow into the ground and disappear.
Yeah. This is
They're
people
inhabiting
scattered
the core
to
of
the
the moon.
falling.
There's lizardmen left on my islands. Maybe they eventually sort of join up with them.
Yeah, the Calthor, Calcijet are lizardmen factions, but yeah, your empire's done.
Yeah,
Play taps.
I will take over the Lake Elves of Fairwind Island. Why not?
Yeah.
You get all of their horrible,
lead them.
horrible secrets. I don't know what they are. I never figured them out.
And they have the two areas, the trade port and the fort on the Tri-Stifoid Cathon. You've got 3 cities now.
I've got a fort at the bottom of this lake. Oh, I can't ping.
Yes, Foundry doesn't have a pinging system.
Yes, it did.
Did,
Or
but
it's
I
not
don't know.
default.
So Fairwind and the trade port on Catlin.
Yeah, no, that's a faulty label.
Gotcha. I'll get rid of that then.
And what, the world markets, or where else are they?
No, the world markets are from the Mad Mapping Monks. They're actually gnomish.
Yes, yeah. They're the gnomes that set up shop on my lands.
It's just Lake Elf Fort, Lake Elf Trade Port, and the Fairwind Port.
Okay.
Right, back round to me for my second roll.
Yes.
5.
Wow.
Remembrance. Many heroes are giving their lives to your kingdom. Draw a monument and statue in your capital of a place of importance.
You don't say.
Yeah, the orcs have been in a lot of wars recently. It makes sense.
They won most of them.
Value fallen heroes. There we go.
Okay, back to me then.
I'll put that there. There'll be good looting there because they're all buried with their goods.
Well, true. Yeah, that'll be a good treasure hunt later. I think I'm gonna, as I didn't invoke any dice rolls in the first session, I think I'm gonna invoke my one now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, in terms of what I've been writing, makes most sense. It would effectively be a 15, which is an alliance, and the lizard people sort of on the islands join up with the elves. Because now the cults flat out destroyed the sand elves. They haven't got many friends left. So
The elves and the lizard men are going to join the one alliance.
yeah, because well, their neighbors are now down to the isolationist humans, the mad volcano cult, and the ravenous antlions. Not a lot of other threats, was my thinking. But that will be my turn 2, provisionally, because I'll just spend a dice that way.
What's this about spending a dice?
Basically, in the first session, some people deliberately picked rather than rolling a dice, and I didn't. So it was felt that I should have one shot where I could not roll. If that makes sense. Because some people went into this with preconceived ideas, and I didn't.
Yeah, but what you're saying, he's got an idea now, so he's just picking.
Okay, so.
But that was my idea, so I'm now done, and we move on to, well, yeah, I was about to say
I think
casting,
I've rolled
but
for everything so far, right? Well, everything major.
You picked your race, but honestly, if you want to pick something, that's fine.
I picked a what?
Picked your harpies, I think.
Oh,
but,
my race, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like a hard and fast thing. If you've got a good idea,
Okay.
Yeah, the
I was
only
just
reason why I
wondering.
picked that is just because it seemed to make sense with the politics of what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, either way. Then it would be Taryn's turn, I think, or mine.
Of course.
Yours,
Okay.
because Carcer would be next if he was here, but now it's you.
Yeah.
12. Hostile forces grow.
Oh,
Choose a hostile neighbor, they get a new settlement.
By the way,
Alright,
guys.
Gray.
Yep.
I suppose he does count as a hostile neighbor for you now, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
It's a neighbor. He's hostile.
So, by the way, guys, Nukram, the guy who wrote this, is watching.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Yes, we're enjoying this.
Everything is broken.
Not rules-wise.
No. We're breaking everything. That's.
Right. Are you going for Birdcatcher Fort then?
Huh?
You're attacking me, are you?
No. You
I-
get a free settlement.
Resettlement. Ooh.
Probably on the same island.
Yeah, probably the same island.
But something stopping you from setting up trade with the island of Man.
Yeah, that makes sense. Put one here.
Father is getting a bit busy after all.
Yeah. Put one here, and then I'll fill that in. And then what should I call it?
The joke option is how to serve Man.
We're
It
not
is
doing
Colonel Sanders.
that. You did that, Sandersville.
You should have seen it
The
coming.
orcs are friggin' everywhere.
I mean, the harpies and orcs are now getting into like a full-on population race at this point.
Yeah. Sandersville trade port. Right. Yeah, orcs. Round to turn.
Yep. Let's see what horrible things happen to other people now. Alliance. Oh no.
A minor faction has joined your empire.
Finally, peace between gnomes and giants.
Hooray!
Great. Can I get a let's make it between the cyclotron and the giant market of humans. Just a trade route there.
Yeah. I'll just put that in. Like that.
We are now the medium-sized empire.
What
Part of them
is
are very
that
small, part
what
of
you
them are
calling
very
your
small.
alliance then?
The medium-sized empire. Combination of
Okay.
gnomes and humans.
Ah,
Humans show up, and actually, we're about the normal size for people on this planet. You guys are just short.
we're in the Rise and Fall at the moment, Nikon. So this is the program we're using is Foundry. The map has been made Wonder Draft. So we're just kind of kit bashing this whatever we got. Right. This guy's gone to sleep. So it's round to edit.
We'd eventually get an alliance between those two.
A 9. Disaster!
Yeah. Wait, no, that's bad.
No, added. What are you doing?
The lake dry up. This kills the elf fort.
Yeah, that works. I was figuring the elf fort was going to
You
disappear.
take
so-
over the elves and immediately start killing them.
Another disaster, instantly.
Yeah,
Yes.
the desert of Silver Stand expands and fills in this lake over here, and the fort is no longer tenable.
It's buried under a couple of feet of silver
Right,
sand.
I'm going to change that to deserted then.
That'll do.
Because
That's
I do
bad.
love myself a good pun. Alright.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Okay, back round to me.
All right, which force are you going to be attacking this time?
Evil
14.
lurks. Something sinister is flanked a nearby ruin. Place a new cult or evil force on the map. 15 ruin. Right, what ruins have we got that not been conquered?
You've got that lovely new ruin of New Texpor.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. Fairwind Island at this point is getting into a pretty crazy place.
It could be full of, who knows, deep ones? Zombies? There's just no way to tell.
Or both.
There's one thing that's risen from the swamps.
Is it the pun zombies?
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Croctopus.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The true villains have arrived.
God damn.
Yes, the croctopi.
The crocodiles
Yeah,
are controlling the ruins of New Texpor.
For the
Seems the
benefit
Lake
of our
Elves decided
new
to take off their
viewers,
masks.
for the benefit of our new viewers, you may have seen Grey Hunter's spirit animal in the thumbnail to this video, which is a long-running joke called a croctopus, and he's been waiting to introduce them. And now they have arrived.
You're welcome.
Croctopi or croctopodes?
I'm not
You
sure.
only have one.
Well,
for
there's
now.
multiple croctopus in the croctopi settlement.
Oh dear, oh
But
dear, oh dear.
they are also canonically evil.
Obviously.
Well, only when they have a navy.
They're evil geniuses, yes.
Have you met an octopus?
Oh, right.
Do you know? No.
Me
I
neither.
can safely say I haven't.
All right, so my turn then? All right, let's see how badly this goes. 11.
Wait, did we skip
Hostile
Serpentis?
attack. Gray
We
attacks
skipped
again.
Serpentis.
Oh, great.
Serpentis.
I didn't say anything.
We skipped you.
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh,
My
we did,
apologies.
yeah.
I completely missed that myself. Thank you.
Well, we'll do this attack.
Yeah. Finish that off just so it's done, and then we'll come back and do
Yeah.
my turn.
We got to go for the.
Well, Casito gets blown up by Gray.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
is it
straight
the?
up,
Oh, yes, it just gets destroyed, doesn't it? Jeez.
on 11. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, so many ruins.
Orcs have conquered
Well,
combat.
I mean, it is the rise and fall era. It does.
Yeah.
There's a certain logic to it.
Some rise, most fall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dear me. Let's. All right. So 3d6 on my turn 3 then.
Need
That's
to make
a
the text a
6.
bit bigger for this. So.
Let's
Oh,
see.
nice.
Royalty.
Royalty, okay. Your rulers need a place to live. Build a palace for them near the capital or somewhere of importance. I'm going to say it should be somewhere sort of around the northern coast of Telestra. So now the lizards can sort of get from the islands to the mainland easily. So somewhere right here.
Yeah, that's kind of like you've got a new empire, new royalty. You know, they decided that a new place of governance is important.
Yeah, split the governance away from Telestra, which is still like a big because I can say cosmopolitan. I haven't had enough
We
sleep.
didn't skip Serpentis, actually. He just got the alliance. Remember?
No, that was the last
time
cycle.
before.
Last roll.
Then Grey went, which was the start of turn 3.
Yeah, where the croctopus is turned up.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
All right, new palace. Neat.
No, that's not called that. I just haven't thought of a better name yet. People could go while I name it in the background.
All right, so
Okay.
we've done Zeb.
Makes it me.
Yep.
Oh no, another disaster. Should I throw it into the lake or do something horrible? Something else.
Well, you've got two. So.
You're right. I do have 2 new cities. I could have something horrible happen to the giant city of Goliath, which is a farming village. It is all alone in the middle of the everywhere. Yeah, blow it up.
Blow it up. Just blow it up. We're done. Blow it up.
They had a bit of an accident with a fertilizer recipe.
They blame the demons. No, everybody got tired of
Of course
farming
they
and
did.
just moved up to the giant market to trade. Turns out God Stuff TV dinners, amazing.
All right.
Literal food of the gods we're talking here.
Yeah, we've definitely got lots of places to explore. We're going to go into microscope after this, really flesh out the history.
7. Diaspora, new faction.
Oh,
Remove one settlement, place a new one somewhere on the map.
And they count as apparently, yeah, they're a new
A
faction.
new faction.
Yeah.
Okay, the people in the Lake Elf trade port, they get tired and they move up here to the northern coast
oh yeah.
That's going to be war.
to be closer to the world markets and the rising kingdom of Telestra.
Totally going to be war. I draw your attention to the name of the monastery.
To be fair, the problem is they were supposed to be dealing with the cult, and they're doing a crap job of it right now. They need to catch
Ooh,
the
the
hell
monks
up.
that go away.
All right, so where are you going to stick them?
Oh, you're hiding behind that mountain, are you? That won't
Yeah.
save you.
Oh, all
Just
the
on
way
this
up
northern
there.
strip of land.
Oh, so hang on. Oh, right, that's very well hidden. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. It's at the join of whatever trade route. If they live long enough, it might
Yeah,
work. If they don't randomly blow up.
that's now an abandoned
Monastery,
trade
go
port.
away. I like
Monastery,
how
go
the
away.
monastery has no T in it.
Yes,
Yes. Terran took all the T's for his own name, you see.
clearly.
Terra, no T. You know, he has all the T's.
It's very important.
All right.
So what, sorry?
So they basically had it just taken over the elves, and now they're suddenly just like deserting their original homelands.
I destroy everything I touch.
I was going to say, I hate to say, but Added is just cursed.
We don't know that that's their original homelands. We don't know where they're from. They just showed up there.
Probably isn't Fairwind Islands.
Most likely. That's why, nobody's allowed there.
All right.
Except pirates.
Let's see what's happening in the Orcish Empire. Neighbouring war, 2 neighbouring factions. Right, the Croctopuses are attacking Fairwind Port.
Oh, God, here we go
There's
again.
no possible way this will go badly
Not at all.
for someone.
Who even owns Fairwind Port at this point? I've
Sea
lost
elves.
track.
Me?
Okay.
Lake elves.
The lake, the coastal elves.
The lake elves.
Yeah.
The lakeless elves.
Oh god.
Oh, the Croctopi have really fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means the coastal elves get a monument and they get to counterattack the Croctopi.
That's on a 6.
No, on a 1 if the
On a 1.
Croctopi's attacked.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so the defender now counterattacks.
Okay, so now the elves own the ruins. They don't
No,
really
no.
want
They
them.
have to roll. Oh, they're 5. Yeah,
They
Jesus,
did.
right, Added,
They're
yeah.
5.
And he gets a bird
And he gets a
fort.
new fort. The Croctopi are driven back into the sea. For now.
And the Texpor is now no longer is. There's 2 war memorials there, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
One
changed
where the
this
lake, where the orcs beat the harpies, and then one where the the mighty fortress of Turnaround Ford.
Right, that's the Orcarfi War Memorial. Yeah, the Croctopus led back into. They will remember this.
Done.
Alright, so
All
I need
right,
to note to self, stat out Croctopus.
What the hell?
So this is the Swamp Ocean now, north of Fairwind. That explains why no trade route goes through it.
Yeah, there's something up there, isn't there?
There's
This
something
part right
weird
over
going
here?
on, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a bracken wasteland
It's
of
the
several
Croctopus
wars.
Triangle.
Dun,
It is
dun.
the Croctopus Triangle.
Oh, now it is, canonly.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Sorry, I'm finding the drawing tool again.
Yeah. Alright.
Get that X-Men jingle ready.
All right, so who's next?
Me again.
Right.
Yes, yeah, because Added is last in the turn order.
12. Hostile forces grow.
No, that last one was Gray's roll.
Is that mine?
Yeah,
Yes.
you rolled the
Yep,
13
you're
and
right.
had the Croctopi
He's
attack
right,
the lake
yes.
elves.
That's
Yep, so it's
completely
back
right.
to me.
Yeah, back to you.
Hostile forces grow.
No,
No, no.
he shouldn't have
that.
rolled that.
Yeah.
He got ahead of himself. 8. What is an 8? Despite the times, my empire is thriving. Roll and draw in a new settlement or expanding an existing one. You know, with all the weird shit going on with the cult, I'm going to say that we... Sorry. I am living, honestly.
Yeah.
We're going to say I'm going to put walls around the Palace of the Holy Overlook because the cult's on the march and they're, need to do something. So, defend themselves. So I'm going to say walls around the palace.
Okay.
I appreciate I've drawn that absolutely terribly, but Gray can make that look better in post. Sorry, Gray.
It's okay. This will be a lot easier than having to draw the entire map.
Yes.
I mean, true. Which we've done already.
Yes.
Oh, I know where the walls came from. All the surviving sand elves came there as refugees, and now they've been used as labor to build the walls.
I do like the idea of croctopuses in the triangle just raiding like Vikings. Oh god. Their ships have got croctopus spams.
Yes,
Like
it's
giant jaws that lift up and just crash down on ships to hold them.
Oh, that works too well.
Quite well.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right, that's my turn 4 then. So I think we're back to... Yes.
Okay. Let's see what new disaster befalls my 12. Hostile forces grow.
Could be worse. It's not attacking you.
The orcs have taken over Father Island entirely. There's now another settlement there.
No. Yeah. This is just they're growing. Doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything.
No, he says I'm adding another settlement to that. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll probably put it down here.
Okay.
I don't think of a good name for it.
Fairwind Island takes 7.
Rapport. There we go. It looks like a good place to take advantage of all this, like trading. Yeah, the orcs have gone entrenched on Father Island now.
Yeah. I started with 3 settlements there, and now I have none, and you have 4.
Yep. And one on the Alaman. At least we know why. Orcs are everywhere.
They're incredibly successful at
Yeah,
war.
because I keep rolling shit.
Well, maybe.
All right. Well, next person to go.
Yep. Oh boy, another alliance.
Yes, 15. So a minor faction joins your empire.
That would have to be the Desert Gnomes.
Probably the Desert Gnomes. Because I'm pretty sure I don't want the Volcano Cult. Hang on a second. 2-4 is a minor faction, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yes.
It's a minor faction of harpies.
Yeah.
Was it added? Was it Two Thought or Turbine that was your offshoot?
Fort and Turbine were part of my offshoot.
Oh, sorry,
So
I thought they were
they're
harpy offshoots.
They're definitely minor factions.
But they're a minor faction, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Peace between 2-4 and No 2-4.
All right.
No 2-4 renames itself No 2-4 in honor of this.
Surely it should be 4-4. No true Scotsman, no true Faulkner. All right, who's...
Besides, the Empire is now probably the second biggest empire after the Orcish Empire.
Probably need to put a trade route between those things.
Yeah.
Ray could do roads and that when we get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean between the island and the continent, Cathan.
it would just be something like, yeah, that's text. That's not what I wanted.
Letters across the sea.
It would just come down like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. Just sail around the East Coast and then end somewhere
Like the giant
over
market.
there.
Yeah. Lots of trade routes. Right, added.
Neighboring war.
Oh. Which two factions do you want to pit against each other?
I guess the desert gnomes are feeling left out, so they're going to attack out of the desert.
Oh.
Axor, I guess?
Yeah, Desert Gnomes attacking the medium-sized empire.
Hey, they did pretty well.
Okay.
Yep.
They've
Which
taken
one
the
did they
temple.
crush? Oh, they've captured the temple to Bomrock.
Yep.
And where they're putting their forts.
They'd probably put it like right on this river or inlet or whatever it is.
That is the river that runs through the ocean.
Yeah, that river kind of runs through the whole thing, so.
It should kind of go all the way up to Mount Olympus. On account of running through the middle of the ocean.
Well, basically, they're just walling off access to the nearby city.
Alright. So, just on the other side of the kind of river. So the river's basically got a temple on one side and a fort on the other.
Yep.
Yeah. Foretold, okay. I will delete mine if I can actually select it. That's because I'm on the wrong mode. There we go. Alright. It'll be interesting to buy this up for Axe. Anyway. That's what we yeah. Actually at the end.
All right, so that was added.
Yep.
I think that
me.
means we're now to grey turn 5, if I have this right.
Yep. 9.
9 is disaster.
Remove a settlement and replace it with a ruin.
Natural or magical? Or croctopus? Which I'm guessing just counts as profane or something.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lich has finally woken up.
I see the Lich is kind of.
That's just a suggestion.
I feel it's more likely that the newest fort of Grandport will collapse.
Fair.
Yeah. But what happens to the people no one knows?
Ooh.
It may well be Croctopus.
It could be croctopuses. It was sure. It could well be. All right. Me then?
Yeah.
14. Ooh, evil lurks. Something sinister was claimed a nearby ruin. Ah. So the ruins of the shrine the volcano cult blew up back in the day.
Yeah.
I feel like if they can't do a volcano properly, they're going to have let something through like fire elementals.
Nice.
Because it's taken them, they can't do a volcano properly, and the elementals have just gone, you know what, you're a bunch of idiots, we're doing this ourselves. So, fire elementals have now infested the ruins of the Galat Shrine. Oh, God. Forgot to increase the text. I typed too big. My bad. There we go.
All right.
On to the new boy.
That's you, Zeb.
My turn again?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this is turn 6, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got the same as
No,
me.
they're
So
14. Evil
evil
lurks.
lurks.
All right.
Place a new cult or evil force onto the map on an existing ruin. If no empty ruin exists, just find an empty place on the map for them.
Well, then the
Any
ruins a new Crocodile right here,
Yep.
since it's still ruins, is now filled with croctopi.
Yay.
The only force capable of stopping orcs, huh?
I mean, to be fair, that's a hell of an impressive, sales point. They could keep the orcs in check. You might not want them to, though.
Right, but you've got
If that's the
festive
cost.
rules.
Oh, man. All right.
Not that far away
Oh
from
no!
the cost. Hostile attack.
Let's see,
What's
all
you
can I
lost?
choose from that? Seawall or settlement, huh?
Who owned Silver Mine?
Silvermine? That's technically owned by the Monastery of Galway.
Is that a separate faction or yours?
No, they're part of. They owe allegiance to the medium-sized empire.
Yeah.
But they prefer to be left alone.
As the name implies.
They also control the world markets.
Yeah. Really should have a trade route between those two. It's odd that I
You
don't.
probably should, but the monastery just wants to be left alone.
The world markets, though, was just such a natural place for all these trade routes to end up.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not complaining. The gnomes set up shop, and I'm probably gaining the profits one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's why it's just been pillaged by a horrible band of pirates.
Oh,
Oh, has it? Oh dear.
Yes.
world markets is ruined.
More like a
no.
fleet of pirates being led by a lake elf pirate emperor. It is a ruin now. I'm sure it'll be rebuilt in like a month or so.
That's it.
Okay, I think I know what my last role is going to be now.
I think.
I think I know.
Yeah. I think the
Because
world
I think I
economy
know what
just
I'm trying
got
to do.
plunged into a recession.
Well, it's
Suddenly
either that or they're worried about pirates next door, and they're going to try one last campaign with their money before it all runs out, and try and knock the pirates out of the ruins. It's going to be one of those two.
Cork is trading orcs. So that is the natural place to pick up trade if the world markets aren't rebuilt.
Oh yeah.
So
The warmongers can
the
trade
orcs are
now,
probably
can they?
quite happy by this.
All right, the Advocates Remembrance,
Ah.
So
a new
Of course,
monumental
the
statue.
really bad thing is the pirate fleet doesn't just leave. They set up basically a giant floating city of pirate ships in the whole area and keep raiding ships that come by to where they think the port is for the next 20 years.
Okay, that would. I know what I'm doing now.
All right.
All right, back to me.
Yes, so
That's
this
why
is the
it's a
start of the
ruin
last
instead
turn.
of just getting rebuilt instantly.
No,
Ten.
well, it depends. That's what we get.
Oh, my army's on the march.
Oh god, here we go again.
Right. I'm actually going to go for the halflings.
Ah,
The
okay.
halflings have got this wonderful bit of wheat, and the Orcish Empire needs food. We need a bread basket.
And to be fair, as we all know
Just
well,
aren't cutting it
halflings can.
anymore.
Yeah, halflings are very good with spices. All right, one last war for the orcs then. 4, I think, is they just win and take control.
Yeah.
The halflings are conquered.
That's a lot of good food there for the orcs. That'll keep the empire growing.
Ah, well, that's okay.
And also, it secures most of the archipelagos for me, except for the Golden Leash.
Yeah, and to be fair, a Golden Lich who's been there since wasn't he like one of your era 2 or 3 villains?
Yeah. Thing is,
I feel like he's pretty secure.
Yeah, I think he's pretty insular though in my head. Just wants to make yeah, be rich. So he's just like mining.
Oh yeah, but equally, I don't see the orcs going around to poke him anytime soon either.
No. Don't know what he's got in the mines.
You don't know what he's dug up.
No.
All right, my last turn then. I'm
Yeah.
half inclined to think. I'm half inclined to think the Union turn around at this point and go, no, we're not having pirates infesting the world market so close to one of our major cities.
Yeah.
So I may invoke artistic license and try and take the pirates out of the ruins of the world markets.
Yeah.
Mind you, given the Union's war record in the last 2 ages, I'm not too convinced this is going to go terribly well.
Yeah, so this is basically you're choosing a war and you're attacking the world markets to reconquer it.
What's left of it?
Yeah.
Like the pirates have
Cork
kicked
thrown
over.
into the sea. Oh
To be
well.
honest, with the world markets, it's more the position rather than the actual buildings. The buildings can be built, but it is pretty much central so many major
The
trade
gnomes
routes.
the gnomes proved to the elves they had a good idea, and the elves are now taking the opportunity to go, well, the gnomes are gone.
Oh, what do you expect to have happen when the mapping monks decide to replace a trade port?
Okay, great victory. We
Nice.
overpower the defenders and place a new fort. So my last act is the Union claims the world markets. And there is a new fort somewhere nearby, which I'm going to I'll do a bit of doodling.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if they were a bunch of coastal pirates, you probably want a fort somewhere there. Okay, yeah, we can
Thought
do
on the
that.
island, but that's me.
I do like the idea that like cast slot are just like fire giants. We haven't interacted with them because who wants to interact with giant flaming beings?
Yeah, do you want to risk pissing off the ocean?
Yeah.
Frickin'. I wouldn't.
The kobolds have turned in on themselves.
It's just a big wall of demons around the outside ring of the continent.
Yeah.
Boat
But
gets
okay.
close, they just start sharpening their knives and firing up their barbecues.
All right, Zeb.
All right, here's my last one.
Yeah, roll high.
7. Diaspora, new faction. Remove a settlement and place a new one somewhere else. Well, shit. I guess the Bastion goes someplace.
Yeah. Where would they go to?
Far away from the croctopie as they can
Let's
get.
go. They go around here-ish, I think. Where is
Yeah.
it?
What the hell have I done?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go right around here-ish, anywhere away from the orcs
All right.
and the demons.
So it's now the abandoned rebuilt bastion.
Yeah.
It was built, abandoned, ruined, abandoned. Archaeologists gonna have a field day.
Think of the cool loot that's going to be there.
Yeah. Got plenty of places to cool loot.
Everywhere. Yeah. I'm doing my part.
Are
Hey,
you?
you remember how I said Cork should have been thrown into the ocean by the golem of godly small clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did. Oh dear, did it just get?
Yeah, I rolled a disaster.
Oh,
In accordance with what's been going on, Cork has been thrown into the ocean, in whole, by the golem of godly small clothes.
golem of small clothes. Still an excellent.
I keep typing.
Made of divine underwear. Leave it alone.
Look, I've not been poking holes in its underclothes. Clearly, you have.
I think Cork was orc.
It was orc, yeah. It was trading
Yeah.
orcs.
Originally, yes.
Yeah.
Well, now it's drowning orcs, and in a few moments it will be waterlogged.
Cork floats, it's fine.
What, the orcs are made of cork now?
Of course, Cork floats. That's why I threw it into the ocean.
Hey, see, common sense.
Wow.
Ish. All right, what does added get to round us out? 12. Hostile forces grow. Wait, did we skip? Oh yeah, discards door. Sorry. I'm paying attention, honest.
I want you to know it took exactly 100 years for the golem to build up enough power to throw another settlement into the ocean.
I mean, I like to think he's measuring his power a little bit. He doesn't want to,
He just put it on the agenda and got to it when there was,
when he was ready.
when it came
Yeah.
up.
I'm just going to say, so that Gray doesn't have to redraw a bunch of trade ports, that they took over the trade port on their western coast.
Oh, yeah. So this is no longer, Gnomish trade port, yeah. Got quite a powerful little desert gnome there. The elves still have Fairway Islands, Fairwind Island.
Well,
Yeah, the mad the angry lake elves at this point just last people standing.
Got a big open area of croctopuses.
I like that Fairwind has now become an utterly what's the word? Not hypocritical. Utterly ironic name. Yeah, because it was originally, and then it's had orcs blow it up, it's had lake elves blow it up, it's had croctopi blow it up, and it's just man.
So yeah.
And the end of the age then for everyone is one last time, one of your neighbours expands again. Either placing a settlement or claiming a ruin.
All right. So I'm gonna say that Gray's expanded enough, so the Island of Man goes for me.
Yeah, I'm going to expand the leash.
Oh, the liches have finally expanded, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's decided to start trading for more cash.
Oh God, the lich has become capitalist. Oh no.
And he has founded Relic Port.
You know what? I think there's an opportunity for my rather isolationist humans to make a play here. Actually, who's on sort of this
That would be
island?
my empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So No 2 Fort is a Gnomish faction.
Yeah.
And Turbine, and that's a medium-sized empire.
That is actually medium-sized empire. Okay. Because I'm half inclined to think that the humans up on Karakana would either go east and sort of try and go up to this quiet island here, or they'd go and try and settle near the lake on this island between the 2 Fort and not 2 Fort.
Yeah.
Because they know there's people there that aren't the giants. So I might have the House Farron with the humans settle there. Because clearly the continent is just, full of frickin' everything the humans don't like. Xenophobic dicks.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
Sorry, go on, Adam.
Yeah, the Desert Gnomes are doing well enough that they built a new capital city.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to put it next to Good Fishing Cove.
You can both expand the Desert Gnomes, turn them into a proper empire. Because the way I look at it, these aren't the only settlements, these are just the notable settlements.
These are the big ones, yeah.
There's plenty of little villages.
Yeah.
Time's going to move on when we hit microscope. So. Alright. So has everyone named their empires as well? Yeah.
I think I'm just double checking, but I've definitely renamed mine since the lizards joined on.
All right, you got the Archipelagos, you got Fairwind, what's left of it. You got the medium-sized empire.
And the Gnomish Empire.
Uh-huh.
The medium-sized empire is the Gnomish Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, the Desert Gnomes.
Got the God's Laughter,
and then
which
the Desert
still
Gnomes.
has to do the fall. Rytris Telistra Union. and then Ravenfell Empire.
I call them the Silver Sand Kingdom.
Suitable.
Alright. Got a better place that label. I have no idea what the Colwards are called. I think there's Kobold here, aren't they? Down here we've got the Chad Empire, which went very quiet for the last couple of 100 years.
Biding their time, I'm sure.
Yeah. We got Byzork here as well.
Oh yes, because your orcs, like early on, they split it off into a billion different pieces, didn't they?
Yeah. Then whatever Volcobia.
Well, yeah, that's the ruins of the lizard lands.
Oh yes, that's his original lizardman, isn't it?
Yeah, and Volcobia is the new Enlightened kingdom in that region.
Ow.
And of course we have, let us not forget, the Croctopus Triangle.
I don't see them as an empire at this point.
They're more a looming threat.
It depends how far along they get with the whole summoning Cthulhu deal.
That just means they've loomed successfully.
Well,
They've
yes.
also infested the ruins of Kasuto.
What's this northern human empire called?
Oh, that's House Farron.
House
hang on.
Farron.
I've written it down in my notes. I'll double check it. If you let me just borrow that text box.
Yeah.
Do-do.
Yeah.
Did I have... No, I don't think I had anything over in the Chad Empires.
Yeah. I successfully wiped out everyone except for the Jordan.
To be fair, you should really respect that Lich, because, you know,
we've
he's...
still got the gnomish fort of Winterchin, but that's just like a independent.
No, those are
Excuse me?
those are straight up part of the medium-sized empire.
Are
It
they?
spans almost the entire world.
Wow. Okay.
What? Whoops. Everything is fine. I didn't just nearly break the thing. Turns out when you're trying to type in a text box size, don't accidentally put 247 instead of 24.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's just that they're hiding behind the giant field of unicorns, who are extremely dangerous.
Which, you know, I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's put in another one down here for the elves. Like the lake
Lake.
elves.
They will never let you forget it.
So, what lake are they supposed to be lake elves of?
They were from this lake next to these mountains at first.
Yeah. They started all the way down there, but now, like, that's all been taken over by the gnomes.
In
Yeah.
the lake.
And then
Wait,
they
didn't
just
they
sort
conquer the ruins of the Dustman Temple? The Divine
Yeah.
Dustman?
The what?
Yes, I think.
Hang on. Yes, they did. That was the last thing they did in the previous phase. They took over the sunken temple of the Divine Dustman.
Oh.
There you go then.
I'd forgotten that.
So desert gnomes and lake elves. Oh my.
So what I need to do the next stage is to give everything a colour and change all the colours to the different empires.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's Mappa Imperium.
Yeah, I think we're good, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we've done the whole lot.
Going back with discard different out, but yeah.
Well, to be fair, I've no doubt the demons will pop up again, as will his
we
poor
got
kobolds.
some.
I mean, it's pretty good as it is. Just add 3 more demon temples and you're good. And it's...
To be fair, given the way he was rolling, that wouldn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah, we've got lots of different empires. Some of them are quite spread out. But the Orcish Empire isn't actually that spread out.
No, but it's created a lot of influence in the world from all of its splinters.
Yeah.
Whereas, for example, you have someone like the medium-sized empire who are only really on 2 chains, but they're very dense.
Mhm.
The elves and the lizards have sort of kept to their own chain mostly, except for like 1 fort on Discard's land. And then, yeah, the Lizardman in the southeast kind of just
collapsed.
imploded.
Volcobia now holds Mother Island.
I can't remember. Was Bolcobia part of Discard's Kobolds, or was it just its own thing?
It was a
splinter
refugees.
group.
It was a refugee
Ah.
group that arrived and then decided that they should be in charge.
Gotcha.
Really interested to see how this goes in Microscope.
Just sit down and read Microscope, because I have literally no idea.
Yeah. So at this point, are we best off holding off to next week to start Microscope?
I think looking at the time, probably, because we haven't, like, some of us have to read Microscope, for example.
Yeah. It's not
And
that
we haven't got
complex.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you say that.
Look, it's fine. It doesn't take that long.
Bear in mind, I started a new job last month. I have to be able to do my job. If Microscope stops me from doing that, I am blaming you.
Yeah. They can come find me. It's fine.
But yeah, then I think, should we do Microscope next week then?
Yep. All right. So, yep, that was Mappa Imperium.
Oh.
You can find it on...
I think Discard just re-arrived, actually.
Discard just got back in.
Hey, Discard. Excellent. Well, we're not done.
No, we're not done.
Scratch that. Kobold here.
Sorry about that. I did not notice. I heard boink boink, but I didn't hear my I wasn't paying attention to Discord.
You
Right.
monster. It's fine.
The kobolds, the harpies have expanded. They got into a little bit of a war with the Orcish Empire. Silver Sand King, the desert gnomes have taken over most of the desert. The medium-sized empire is spread across the galaxy. And we need to find out what happened to the kobolds.
Yes.
I've just got two islands.
I am just so sorry. I thought it was just normal, like, updating, because I didn't think we were doing anything else today.
No, we were just getting Zeb up to speed before we got into this.
Oh, frag.
Yeah, we've got
doing my
Era
outro,
6
and
to
then
go.
it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's get you done. So
Yep.
basically,
All
just
right,
doing age 6 for him. Yeah.
Yes, A6 to him.
Okay.
All right, let me get Mappa Imperium up and going.
Oh yeah, and we've been visited by the guy who wrote it, so
So best
Well,
behavior.
that's
We did, actually. Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive,
I don't know if
actually.
you're still watching. Actually, there's like 5 people watching, which is damn good for me.
He may have realised
yes.
we're completely unsalvageable.
We are unsalvageable. Eb 6. This is the final era, right?
Correct. So you do 6 turns of this for 60 years, and then
So it's
one last
basically-
paper expansion.
So basically, it's one per year, or what's up, or
One
what?
per 10
years.
years.
Every 10 years.
So 6 times. So let's see.
Yeah.
For the first 10 years, it is a what? 3d6.
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 Okay, I was hoping we get kobolds because I want to see what stupid shit
7.
of course.
Dysphoria, new faction.
So one of your settlements is removed. Place a new settlement somewhere else on the map, which is a minor kobold faction, basically.
You know what?
One of the kobolds are
Hell away
sick
from
of
the
this.
We're going to take Demons Can Be Kobolds 2, and we're going to move them over into Zeb's Demon lands. So, right here, we take Demons Can Be Kobolds 2 because they found new converts.
God.
So whatever in the Demon lands over here is.
You want to put them on the demon lands, the winged demons?
Yeah, for the winged demons, yes. Because remember, I have a variety of different kobold demon kobold factions.
Yeah, don't you have like 7 different kobold cults? 3 of them hate demons, 3 of them worship demons,
What's the
and
new
one of them
settlement
thinks.
called?
Was it?
What's the new settlement called?
Kobolds can fly as well. They're the pro demon, pro flight kobolds.
All right.
Suspect a lot of kobolds with feathers glued to themselves, trying to flap them in the air.
Oh, jeez.
11. Hostile attack. You have been attacked. Destroy a fort, city wall, or settlement, and replace it with ruins. You know what? Then I'm going to say that the wet market has been destroyed and taken over by pirates.
Oh no!
It is now the pirate city
sad
of
life
Wet
for the
Market.
kobolds.
6. Royalty. Your ruler needs a place to live. Build a palace for them near the capital or somewhere else of importance.
Right next to the gigantic tree.
Yes, we're gonna it's gonna be the treetop It's gonna be the treetop
Palace.
palace. Yes,
Yeah,
There you
built
go.
in the top of
Palace.
the trees, yeah.
yes. It's the new city. It was a new city or a new palace parts in the city in the treetops. 12. Hostile fourth gross. Choose a hostile neighbor or roll an initial settlement for them.
At this point, that could be pretty much anyone who isn't you, if you so like.
I'm just gonna say we're gonna get more demons. Put another demon tipple over the side here.
Alright.
What?
Of course.
At this point, I don't know if it's the kobolds who love the demons, or if it's the discard who loves the demons, or both. Demons! Demons!
Look. My main faction has been demons this entire time. All right,
True.
demons and cities. All right. All right. How many times I rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the 50th of year of my life. 8. Rising Empire. Despite the times, your empire is thriving. Roll and draw a new settlement or expand your existing one to farmland, walls, etc. Let's go roll a new settlement. Where's the
Just
settlement
roll,
table?
roll a d6 and we'll see what you get.
Okay,
Where's that settlement table?
6.
Monastery and or temple.
Of course.
Again.
Of course. Of course. These freaking kobolds. They'll worship anything.
No,
It's
no,
Alright,
they'll worship everything.
Yeah, yes.
Right-
Okay, yeah.
right here.
Oh, lordy Lou.
Wood Koboldia. Woodboldia.
The tree bolds, if you will.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Look, see what I mean? What it means to be Serpentis? Everything I roll is demons or is
Yes, okay.
demons.
Now that you're actually rolling, I'm beginning to remember why the kobolds went that way, yes.
And a 9.
A 9 to
Disaster.
fish.
Trouble
Oh.
detect
Oh.
the Empire. New natural disaster, or magical famine or disease.
Mm.
Remove a settlement and place with a ruin. Well, guess what? Did the Treetop Palace count as a settlement?
Yes.
All right, then destroy the Treetop Palace. We have Treetop ruins now.
Oh, no.
No, it's even better, worse than that.
It's the ruins of a treetop palace,
It's the
too.
toppled treetop palace.
Yes.
The toppled Treetop Palace.
The
It
tree
fell
fell.
off the tree.
The tree fell
Oh, you're
down.
cutting my tree down? Damn
Your
it.
palace fell off the shelf.
No, you
Well,
built,
it fell off
you
several
built the
shelves.
palace on top of the tree. The weight was too much, and it just pulled the whole tree down.
Yeah, as it turns
Fell off
out,
the shelf.
structural reinforcement was not something they properly
To be
considered.
fair, I kind of wanted to not pull the tree down, mainly because
Okay,
a
that's
treetop ruin is actually a lot more interesting to
Yeah, tree top
explore.
ruin. Yeah, we'll go with that.
because basically whenever I'm thinking about how I want my ruins to look and everything, I'm not thinking practicality. I'm thinking what would be a cool dungeon.
Yeah.
You're gonna have more than one level on a treetop ruin, though. Down the trunk.
That's the thing. The demons could be infesting the giant tree trunk, and you have to fight your way through to get up to the palace, rather.
Ah,
Mhm.
first dungeon.
Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6.
And
Yep.
then your final thing is one of your neighbours, for the last time, gets to expand. So you can either place a settlement or have them claim a ruin.
Okay, which one of my neighbors? Like one of my neighbors or
Yeah,
one of
your
you
neighbours.
guys?
Yeah, what are your region neighbours? So,
All right.
I mean, to be perfectly blunt, at this point, I've lost track of, you've got pirates and you've got demons. I don't even remember what faction's what at this point.
I have so we're over here. Also great. There was supposed to be a wait, no, I think this is one right here for demons can be kobolds too. That was the okay. For some reason I thought there was another faction that was over here on the side of the river. Just being separated by the river itself, which was the river kobolds. And since I seem like I have a kobold per biome here, I want to put a new settlement down here of harpies.
Oh, okay.
Just to have a little bit more cultural exchange. Zeb, what would you call the harpies here?
The harpies where?
Harpies down here where the X is in Koboldia.
Oh, you're giving a harpy city there?
Yeah. Because I have a kobold settlement per part of the biome here.
I can't really think of anything.
Um.
Does it have to be a bird pun?
Okay. How about the avian outpost?
Works.
Because this is the only other place in this thing where it has demons, and if we go by Taurus logic, you just got to go this way. You can come, and you're right here.
There. Here we go.
Oh, right there. No, I was thinking right there where the cross is. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I was just pointing that if we're going Taurus logic, that me and Zev are actually quite close to each other.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Again, I do apologize. I did slip in at the last moment.
No, it's fine. We're just glad you came back, because that actually means, I mean, at this point, the only question mark, I suppose, is Carcer, but given that he's now missed 2 sessions, do we want to leave the Fire Giants as sort of a giant question mark to fit in later?
I'm quite happy to leave them as the unexplored lands.
You know what? We're just gonna put the name right here. There we go. Terra Incognita.
Yeah, that's fitting, actually.
Terra Incognita.
Well, Terra Incognita would be over here in the middle-sized empire. In the thick destroyed. What? What is your segment called? Darren?
Whose segment?
What?
Down
Oh,
here.
it's my
What is this called? What is this whole segment called here?
It's the medium-sized empire.
It's the medium-sized empire.
Oh, the entire setup here is medium-sized.
Well,
All right.
yeah, what you missed was that the gnomes and the giants actually entered into a formal alliance. So they merged to become one. And so Terran decided the medium-sized empire.
And then I did the same thing up on Fort Island.
Yes. And then but the Lizardmen and the elves joined up on my island. The Sand Elves died horribly to the cult.
Someone was going to.
So, I guess okay. So I just wanted to list my. I want to list my things here. My not just reason. I just want to list my geography here by just what kind of dungeons I have here. I have the dinosaur written hidden pools of youth that makes you younger, but also might de-evolve you into a beast. I have the pirate town, the pirate settlement of Wet Market that took over the previous Wet Market. I have 2 different sides of the Nile right here of two different demon temples. And where else do I have? And a segment of other different cults that are like different cults if you want to go and deal with that kind of encounter. So I think also the treetop ruins, which would be an elevated, maybe flying harpy infested encounter area.
Yeah.
What about you, Gray? What kind of dungeons do you think you got for encounters? What do you think you got?
The Valley of the Fallen Heroes. That's where they buried all the great Orcish warriors.
So, like...
Archipelagos themselves haven't been touched that much. We've got the Bridge City. I mean, it's kobold infested for the salty kobolds.
Yes, salty kobolds, yes.
It was a massive battle site, so I can't see them taking too much. And then the rest of my empire is kind of around the Father Islands with the new forts, the Silver Peak. Lots of land they've taken. Grand Port's been ruined. Croctopus is taking over Kusato.
So that could be a like a fishman / deep one scenario.
Well, we have got the Croctopus Triangle.
Oh yes, you missed that.
Yeah.
Croctopus has finally showed up.
I see. This is where we don't go.
Basically, Fairwind Island is completely wrongly named. The Lake Elves took it out, the Orcs landed on it, then I think Lake Elves became before the Croctopi, or was it the Orcs, then the Croctopi, then the Lake Elves?
The Orcs landed on it.
Yeah. The Harpies attacked. They defeated the Harpies. They went off to invade Father Island, at which point the Lake Elves attacked, took it, and burned it down.
The Lake Elves didn't take it. They ruined it. They didn't want it to begin with.
And then,
So
Then the Croctopus arrived, and the Lake Elves couldn't take that, so they went back up there and took it off the Croctopus. We've got this
Yeah, the
giant
Lake Elves would
area
not,
of
do not
space.
square with the Croctopi. They are
Yeah.
not friends.
But this giant area here where the Croctopuses come from, we've got no idea. This giant piece of ocean.
Okay, so that looks like we kind of need a boat. We're gonna really need a big
Oh
boat.
yeah, I think
We'll
given
take care
that
of
this
that
is
in
an island
microscope. Don't worry about
world,
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
A boat is
I have
10k
plans.
gold, so you shouldn't take you too long to get your hands on one of them.
Okay.
There's also a few options like scattered around the world. Like I've got a couple of ruined temples and a cult sort of lair. We've got several ruined settlements down in the medium-sized empire, thanks to what was it again? The Golem of Godly Small Clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little godly small clothes.
Yep. So there's options there as well.
The entire
there's a-
jungle of cast-offs is just like adventuring heaven. It's a deep jungle that most people who've tried to settle there have been destroyed.
Yes.
Only,
So, like,
only the Recyclotron has survived.
So wait, where is that at?
down in the medium-sized empire, the
It's
sort of
the,
jungle
the big island of the medium-sized empire.
Okay, so
Not
we
the
have another.
continent, but the island.
We have another Terra Incarnita, basically. This entire place right here.
Yeah,
But it's
and
full
then,
of junk from the top, from Mount Olympus, which is full of gods.
Okay.
yeah. And then to the north, we've got mountain temple ruins now infested by fire elementals. So you've got ex-religious elf temple now elemental infested, and the cult that sort of lives to the north and the south of them for sort of opposition.
Uh-huh.
Over in the east, yeah, we have fire giant 2 islands. Do
Great
anything
Waste.
with those, really.
We've got the Great Waste, just full of antlions.
Yes, yep. You don't know what's in the Great Waste because it's just full of really large angry insects. You can do anything in the North Great Wastes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Like die of
Imperium
thirst.
Well, yes, or die of insects. The Imperium of Man is mostly settled, I want to say. I mean,
That's
the North.
probably the most stable, one of the most stable places.
So
Yeah, except for the North Island, which does have winged demons, I thought.
okay, so that's where the winged demons are. Okay, so yeah,
Yes.
over here. We're going right
Yeah.
over here then.
Yeah, so if you look at the 3 brothers, the northernmost brother is the one that has the winged demons on it. The middle and the southern ones are pretty secured, as is Father Island. Those are fairly, like they've had some fights, but they've been fought over by civilizations, if that makes sense.
Well, the Father Island is facing a new influx of crocodile.
That's true. Yes, that's yeah, fair
Yeah.
point. The crocodile did now at long last show up again towards the end.
Where is Added? Where are your islands?
Oh
Well-
yeah, Adid's
well-
lizardmen got wiped out.
They're gone.
They're gone. So he became the Lake Elves.
Okay, well then.
But you
Yeah,
have
but-
Bolkolbia, which is the refugees from your crazed empire who've now taken over Mother Island.
Well then.
Yeah, in my head, the lizard folk, you just find a giant hole leading into the ground that collapsed, and they all left.
I
Hmm.
don't. Given some of the
Something
shit they
bad
went through, I
happened.
don't blame them.
Then, of course, we've got the Three Sisters, which is like random orc hell.
Well, the northern island is kobolds, but Gray hasn't filled that in.
Yeah, I haven't filled that. That's kobolds and orcs and orcs.
Yeah, and then you go back west. I mean, you've got your place. Obviously, we know what's going on there.
Oh yeah, then we have all the very, because I was just thinking, like, if we're thinking this on adventurer scale, the question is how is also we have Water Boldia, which is, I don't know, maybe kobolds and croctopi, but it's just whatever's down there is down there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kobolds will what?
the medium-sized empire lost one of its cities, giant city.
They just
Ah,
all moved over to the trade post because, well, it was better living.
Yeah.
It was closer to the shops and with better schools.
Clearly.
Well then, okay. Well, at least we have a more seasoned planet now with ample ruins to go into and
Yes.
to deal with. What
So-
level of okay?
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, what level of magic are we dealing with here? Like, we're just going to be dealing
Decide that
with
later.
Okay.
Yeah. That's microscope. Microscope, we're going to fill in. This is like the broad strokes. We've got the wars, we've got the empires. We're going to start filling in the more personal history of microscope. The hardest thing we're going to have to sort out is our bookends.
Here, what?
Beg your pardon?
They're called bookends. So
Oh, right.
one like the start of our history, the end of the history. I mean, we could always say the start was like the creation of the world. That gives us time to fill in before here, and then have a period for like Mappa Imperium, which is all these events.
Okay.
But the harder point is what's the end point? Because the end point in my head is the basic point we're going to enter the campaign. It's an event that will bring our
Galvanize
heroes
a
in.
lot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Basically,
it be the
galvanize.
destruction of the world markets?
It was more the fact it's a galvanization of like the beginning of the time of adventure. You know what I mean?
But we could even leave it that broad. Like, we just leave the end period, the Avengers assemble, or something like that.
So basically, we don't want to end Microscope by blowing up the moon because we have to have an adventure.
Yes. We
Just as a tonal point.
basically basically we can segment it out by the errors of what happened in our like maybe we can talk about maybe we can separate the errors by like what the errors are in Mappa Imperia, and we
Yeah.
just basically fill in the small story details.
And we can also go past it.
Yeah, something like that.
So we could, we could easily fill out all 6 eras, and then add one in to that, and then we can always add in other eras and other bits that happen. So yeah, we've got plans. Once we've got the eras, though, we can go in with events, and we can start like detailing stuff a bit more, adding like named heroes and other things. I mean, there's nothing to say like the Golden Lich or the demons have been quiet. They've done they've had their own plans, stuff like that.
Like the world market's destroyed.
Yep.
Yes,
built this
pirates
time.
kicked them over.
Pirates happened.
And then the elves went in and kicked the pirates out and took over the ruins.
Huh. Because I was like, because I was always thinking that the world market's probably the best place to get a bunch of adventurers together.
I mean,
Yeah,
it still exists,
Yeah,
but
still
it's
there.
not. Yeah, it's owned by the elves now rather than a bunch of gnomes.
And we
well-
know exactly.
Yeah, there could be the exciting incident. It's like we're rebuilding the world markets. We need adventurers. Call to action.
Yeah.
It's called the market crash. No, wait, no, better yet. I need to fix that. It's called the market. It's called the market.
We'll name it in Microscope. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I understand.
Yeah.
Just want to. Okay,
But,
it's
yeah,
the market
world
clash.
markets, it does look like a good place to start, because that's going to be in Axe Adventure Conquering's turn. That's going to be a level 1 market.
Yeah, it's the center of everything here.
Center of everything. It's a good place for everyone to meet. It's not too far from like
Everywhere
travel-wise
almost.
to get down to like the jungle, or we could go off to the archipelagos. Yeah, so world
Or we could
markets generally it's kind of my tentative start location, but I say what I think is once we start going to Microscope, we'll probably find something that we find interesting, and we might zoom in on something and realise that we want to actually be in the middle of Koboldia, or we want to be landing on the Terra Incognita. So
Well, that's the thing is, I do like the fact that I even though Carson's not here, I do like the fact that we do have just unclaimed territory we can explore if necessary.
Yeah, I mean, there's definite patches where there's, we've got 2 fire giant eyes, we've got huge deserts up in the Great Wastes, we've got good chunks of jungle and hills.
Yeah.
In some of the other empires.
and we've
And
also
there's
got
the
this.
eternal battleground of Fairwind Island. There's stuff for us to do.
Yes, we've generated a nice world here. I think with a session or 2 of Microscope, we'll have given ourselves a nice history, and this is fun.
It's been pretty fun. I do like the fact that my entire little segment over here has just turned into nothing but kobolds, demons, and demons and cities. I do like to think I've got at least decently high fantasy.
And constant religious confusion.
I do
Yes.
like the fact that kobolds just like a religious nut job, but they can't agree on anything. I just
They don't
it's
figure
like
out how to
it's
get
a
rid of
different
demons.
version of kobolds, though, isn't it? It's like kobolds who are extremely religious, but also not very sure of their religion.
Well, the thing is that the thing is like in D&D and stuff like that, kobolds are always like the industrial miners type deal, which are just like the
Yeah.
lesser dragon people.
Yes. Not this time.
This time it is no dragons, just cities and demons.
Anyway,
Mhm.
no, yeah, you can.
Every city is also a temple, which is what I kind of amused by the most. I never wrote any normal settlement, just temple, cult, temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just your roles were bizarre in that regard. You were just rolling temple after temple after temple.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good place to call up.
Indeed.
I will open up the map. I'll try and remember to put a copy in the description, but that probably won't be for a week or so. Yeah. I've got to add in all the kobolds down there.
All the
Oh.
kobolds everywhere.
Kobolds, yeah, we've got a whole section of kobolds I completely forgot.
Surprisingly, the kobolds. I thought that the kobolds were gonna be pretty insular, but they've spread out surprisingly.
Yeah, no, they've spread. So, thanks everyone who's been watching. Hope you'll join us about this time next week as we'll delve into Microscope. And hopefully we'll have cars so we can add in stuff about fire giants. But yes,
Microscope.
see you all next time.
Boy.
Bye.